And adios what?
Adios, motherfucker!
There you go. What's up, guys? It's your fucking boy LaPaul coming at you guys from the dirty, filthy fucking trenches. And what I want to get into on this video is openers. Anything and everything you need to know about openers if you're a beginner or if you're intermediate. And before I get into that, I want you guys to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram so you guys can see and keep up with my lifestyle. And so you guys can see that I'm not no fucking asshole talking out of my ass. I'm actually living the PUA lifestyle. And let's get right into it. Alright guys, so the reason why I want to talk about openers in general is because guys that are getting into game, they really do not know what the fuck to say. The reason for this is because they have never ever approached a girl in their life. So really when you tell them just go talk to that girl, like really like it's just like what the fuck do I say? Like they're just panicking. And I just want to make sure that that's no longer an excuse for any of you little fucking people getting into this shit. And I'm actually gonna tell you guys some of my canned openers when I'm in my head or when I'm feeling good or when I'm just like I'm feeling, you know, just normal, and I'm just gonna fucking let it all out. But before I get into that, I want you guys to really crack down on your fucking posture, on the way you're coming across people, on how you're talking to people, on how you're standing, how you're walking. So what I want you guys to do, and this is your fucking little homework, is look up how alpha males walk, talk, and just look at people, stare, because eye contact, vocal tonality, your posture, you know, keeping your fucking arms back and all that bullshit, all of that is going to be it's going to be really important. Reason why is because when you go up to a girl, you want to make sure you're congruent with everything that you're saying. So if you're coming at her with a little cocky opener and she sees that you're like this little fucking chump, it's just not going to come congruent. She's just going to see it right off the bat and she's going to fucking be like, yup, bring me the next one. You know, she's just gonna fucking like tell you to fuck off right away. And I don't want that to happen to any of you fuckers. So really, work on how you look. Work on how you're being portrayed. You know, how you're portraying yourself, I mean. And you gotta practice this daily until you crack it down. You gotta practice it at work, at home, at school, so on and so forth, all right? And then now let's get right into this motherfucker. All right, so openers. So if you're a beginner, I would recommend direct openers. Reason why is because if I tell you guys to open directly, I mean to open indirectly, you guys aren't really gonna know how to flip it to get it to a sexual tone. You guys aren't gonna know how to bring it back a 180. You know, you guys aren't gonna know the fucking techniques and tactics to fucking spit game. So it's ideal and it's like it's fucking important. It's crucial that you guys just go like say fuck it and just go for the fucking kill. Like let them know what you're there for. So what I like to say, even if I'm in my head, well especially now, like what I say when I'm in my head, and just to go kind of direct, it would be something like, hey, like you look kind of cute. Or like while you're looking at them, you know, you're like, and then I'll follow it up by saying, let me find out, you know, while I kind of just like get a little glimpse of them, you know, look at them kind of flirtatious and shit. So it's just straight off the bat, hey, you look kind of cute. All right, and the reason why I would like to say you're kind of cute as opposed to you're cute or you're fucking hot is because if I'm in my head, like I don't want to give my full power away. I don't want to like make it seem like I'm kind of thirsty, you know, because I'm already in my head. And for you guys are beginners, so you guys don't want to make it seem like you guys are just a fucking dog like that hasn't ate and shit in days. Of course, when I'm out of my head, I could say whatever the fuck I want and get away with it. I could go up to a girl and be like, yo, you're fucking hot as fuck. Like, let me find out. Like, damn. And I'll just be checking her out, get her hand, I'll fucking spin her, I'll get her grinding on me like straight off the fucking opener. I could do that while I'm out of my head. But for you beginners, I don't recommend that direct. I recommend a more subtle direct, you know, like let them know that you're kind of interested, but you're kind of on the fence about it, like I said. Yeah, so that would be one of my fucking openers when I'm in my head. Another opener that I like to do is like if they're whatever they're wearing that kind of stands out, I like to say, yo, that jacket looks kind of gangster. Like, let me find out you have a fucking gun or something. Like, let me find out you're like, you know, whatever. Let me find out you're a drug dealer or some shit. And you would say that about any piece of clothing that they're wearing, like whether it be their pants or like some fucking boots that are dope. You know, it just depends. Obviously, if she's wearing some like fucking like normal clothing, this opener wouldn't really help because she would just be like, wait, I'm wearing fucking, you know, whatever it is that normal people wear, whatever the fuck that means. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So that's a really good opener that I've been using for a while now. All right, so enough about direct openers. Let's jump into indirect openers. The thing about indirect openers is like it could literally be anything. It could be like, hey, are you Armenian? Hey, are you this? Is this your ethnicity? But the thing about this, why I wouldn't recommend it to people that are fucking new to game, is because you're just gonna be stuck in that friend zone, you know? They're not gonna see you as a potential sexual partner. They don't even think you have a dick. Like, you could be a girl for all they fucking give a fuck. So I wouldn't really recommend that. Of course, indirect openers, they work if you know what you're doing, because at any point you could flip it. Like I said, like you could jab in there some fucking negs, some qualifiers, some disqualifiers, you know, all this, that, and the other. But if you're new, like I said, you can't even do that. Even if you fucking been in the game for a while and you just happen to be in your head, I do not recommend indirect. And I listed the reasons why. So, all right. And one more thing, you know, all this opener bullshit, like, yeah, it is important because it helps you get your foot in the door. But in the end, an opener doesn't mean shit compared to everything else that you could have, every other aspect of game. You know, it's just a small little part that could get the foot in the door, and that's about it. So, I mean, I like to stack up my chances. So if I could do a good opener, I'll definitely take it. I'm not gonna be an idiot and just do some dumb shit that's incongruent for the set. I'm not gonna do something that's like out of line, or I'm not gonna be a dancing monkey. I'm not gonna put myself as a beta for my openers. You guys could do that if you want. Other instructors say it doesn't matter, but like I said, I like to stack the odds for my favor. So to a certain degree, openers do matter, especially if you're new, and especially if you're in your head. And one last thing, like I said, not one last thing, but as I said, congruency is very important. So make sure to get that down. And you know, if you're a little bit more in the game, you'll figure out that, yeah, openers aren't everything. It's how you calibrate afterwards that really matters. It's like the things that you do afterwards. But you know, try some of these openers out. Check it out. See how you guys like it. All right, so yeah, I've been talking about openers, this, that, and the other, but I do want you guys to know that openers only help you get your foot in the door. It's how you calibrate afterwards that really matters. It's the subtle negs, the disqualifiers, the qualifiers, the logistics, the being a hard fucking closer. It's all that really matters. But openers help you get your foot in the door, and you want to stack up your odds from the beginning. You don't want to come off as a needy fuck. You don't want to come off as a little beta, dancing monkey, so on and so forth. So if you guys could just come off as a cool fucking person from the beginning, why not do it? And on to the next thing. If you're beginning, or just in general, whoever the fuck you are, like, make sure that you do like 15 to 20 approaches at least in a night. You know, make sure you get there like at 9 or 10 and you start pimping till 2. It's a fucking numbers game if you're starting off. It's a luxury to be somebody who can just sit back, have fun, and just, like, you know, not need that much fucking build up for their momentum and then just go for an open. Like, that's a luxury that I sometimes have. Not even all the times, and I've been doing this for quite a little while, you know what I mean? So yeah, do 15 to 20 approaches. Remember that rejection is not a rejection. You could frame it however you want to frame it, but don't view it as a rejection. They're not rejecting you as a human being. They're rejecting you how you came across. They're rejecting you based on the incongruencies in your fucking vocal and facial and everything, you know? They're just looking at it, and that's what they're rejecting. They're not rejecting you as a fucking person. I bet if you came congruent, confident, and cool, they would think you're a fucking amazing, dope-ass person. So don't take it too hard, and have fun with these fucking openers, guys. Let's fucking kill it. You know what? Fuck it.